welcome to the first ever episode of the weekly One Piece, I guess, podcast, you could call it. Well, we'll come up with the name later. This is just the first episode. My name, JP, as you can see in the bottom
Wow.
corner. Yeah, this corner. I don't know.
That's a
Yeah. We got my man Suave.
Yes, sir. Point on. There we go.
Yeah, and then the homegirl.
what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up?
Yay.
Here.
We're gonna get right
Ready to
into
talk about some One Piece.
Yeah, we gonna get right into it and just start with the weekly manga review. Now, if y'all don't know, we just got back from a month hiatus of no manga. I know.
Stressful. That was. I didn't think I could make it.
Yeah, that don't hurt, dog. I dropped a couple tears. I was like scrolling and I was hurting. I was like, damn, yeah. Really, a couple of them jokes.
Listen, this chapter we got was worth the wait. Like this chapter we got to me, it gave enough in details where it's like, all right.
Yeah.
Listen, like,
I was feeling it, especially when Shanks popped up. I was like, "Oh man!"
Hank's popping up. It got me excited, and then it like brought me down. Like the more I read about what Shanks was doing, like I feel like they were trying to make the Floyd like a tease. Like, all right, this is what we gonna do. But you got the Bartolomeo situation going on.
Mm-hmm.
So like Luffy, I mean, him knowing that that's a Luffy ally, like his crew member told him that, like one of the, he's under Luffy's like association, whatever they want to call it, and he was like, all right, we got to go deal with that Barto before we deal with this, and it's like you could just easily go up to Luffy and be like, yo, your man's is starting problems in my territories. I need you to tell him to cool it out.
For real, dog. Like,
pull him to the side and go let him know. And easily Luffy would have been like, all right, I'm gonna go get in contact with Barto. You know what I mean? And we're gonna settle this.
Yeah, he already told him, I don't want no extra crew. My crew right here.
You see Yasop. I'm not ready to deal with my son.
This nigga don't want to see his son after what, 18, 19 years? Yeah, they're 19 now.
Like this it was frustrating me. And then he tried to sit down like that. Beck, what you think, man? Beck was like you the captain, nigga. Like you know what I mean? Like
I can't say nothing.
It's like Beck didn't really say much. I think Beck was like he said something about like wanting to go see Luffy. Like he was still surprised that he wasn't trying to see Luffy yet. And then he said, "Hey Beck, you ready to go? I think it's time we get into the One Piece or some shit. I think it's time we fight for the One Piece."
Yeah, so, Shanks was like, "I think it's time we go claim the One Piece."
Man. Yeah, that was the
like, why is it now time? Why? What's going on?
I feel like he's a master manipulator. I feel like Shanks got his hands into everything.
Yeah,
he's the type of boy. He set up the playing field, and now the playing field is exactly where he wants.
This man is right outside of Wano, and he's like, "Nah, I don't want to see Luffy." I'm like, "Why the fuck you there? Why are you there?"
He's a Yano. Like he's him holding his wow. You know what I mean? Looking at the post, wow. Yeah, wow, my nigga. Yeah, he made it. Wow. You know what I mean? Nah, we're not gonna see him. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it was just like, so what are you doing here? If you're not here to see him, then what are you doing here?
Yeah, that hurt. I was like, oh, we about to see some action with Green Bull, but then
the Barto shit was cool because that was some cover arts that was going around before. And I didn't think that was like canon. I thought that was just, what Oda was doing.
Yeah, I remember when you sent it to me, I was like, stop sending me stuff. I don't want to know. I want to see it for myself.
But like, I was like, wow, that's actually what's happening. Like they took that cover art and brought it in and to like tied it into this story now. Like, so every time he releases something in the covers, like it could always potentially be something that's actually really happening in that genre.
Yeah, man.
What do you think he's going to do to Barto?
I think he's going to chop off his arm, just like he did to the kid.
He's going to take his arm.
Dog, yeah, that's crazy. He's like, oh yeah, we pirates, we can't let this slide. I can't just go talk to Luffy. You know how it look.
Think about Barto just going up to his territory saying, nah, man, you're not better than Straw Hat. Take this down.
Dog, and you remember the younger pirates on Shanks' crew? They was like, oh, he knows Luffy? Oh, like, they ain't on Shanks' shit. It's more as, y'all know Shanks?
Yeah.
Like, what you talking about?
It's just, I think Luffy's name is moving mountains, what he's doing in this world right now.
Yeah, for real.
It's got people shook. And then what we got? Green Bull appearing, fighting Yamato. Momonosuke fighting Green Bull.
Ooh, yeah, I think Momo, he freaking grew up so much. He was just like, nah, don't step in. I'm going to take care of this, man. I'm like, ooh, okay, you get some respect. I'm gonna give you some respect.
I mean, I felt once Momo did, what he did, I felt like it was just like, all right, this is where the character is going now. Now he's ready to get into fights. Now now he can handle himself in combat. So it's like when he pulls off his dragon form, and you can see he still needs time to perfect.
Oh yeah.
That form. Like, it's not easy for him to do certain things that Kaido will be able to do, right? So we were seeing that. But I like the fact that even though he knew he could barely do like the bare minimum, he was like, I'll still bite you. Like, I'm still a dragon. And you know what I mean? I'm gonna still be able to bite you. And it was just like that's some Luffy shit. Like, I was real
yeah, that's hard.
Creative, like smart. Man, who'd think I could bite you and fly you and throw you all the way out of here? Like, you know,
I don't even think he could fly it. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because you saw his arms was like.
You're gonna try to walk him out of
He's like, get out of my seat.
But that was pretty cool. I feel like we're getting ready for the One Piece crew to leave Wano in a little bit. With the way the Navy's coming up and admirals are popping up and shit. I just feel like that's normal terms when they get their stuff and they head out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are the signs.
I still feel like the manga is moving a little fast because these last three, it was just like, oh, fight over, and then it's like, weeks later. I'm like, come on, play. I want to see.
We got the Sabo shit.
Oh yeah,
I forgot. I was ready
to talk about it. Oh, I'm glad you brought it back.
All right, Sabo. We're gonna probably get that next week. So Sabo, if y'all didn't know, Sabo came out and they announced what happened at the Reverie. The military's talking about it, the Marines, and basically they say Sabo killed Vivi's dad and kidnapped Vivi, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah, they just said she disappeared.
Oh, she disappeared. Okay.
Yeah.
So I know they said he was the killer of Vivi's dad, and then he freed Kuma, and he fought who was the blind admiral? I can't remember his name right now. But the blind admiral and someone else he fought to a standstill, and he freed Kuma, and all of the Revolutionary Army, they all made it away safe. No one died on their crew. No one died on the Marine side either. So it's kind of like,
and they're calling them the Emperor of Flames. I'm like, come
Emperor
on,
of Flames.
I'm like, come on, you bootleg Ace, come on.
And then the Marines, like, do you not know his brother he's doing right now? Like, you got the Yonko and the Emperor of Flames. It's like,
they say Sabo's bigger than Dragon. I'm like,
tie them together like that. Like he wasn't there in the gym. He wasn't there when Luffy was in Alabasta. Who pulled up in Alabasta? Yeah, Ace. You know what I mean? That's who pulled up. Come on. He wasn't there when Ace was about to die. Who was there? Luffy, man. Where was he at?
No, you're right.
Where was he at?
I mean, that's where Ace was first introduced in Alabasta, so that's actually kind of wild that they put that in there. That he was like, oh, he kidnapped the king, and Vivi disappeared, and it's like, they're calling him Emperor of Flames now, and it's like, okay, that's when we got introduced to freaking Ace.
His connections.
So he's just like weaving and everything together.
I felt that Emperor of Flame shit was predictable. Once we started seeing Sabo getting the flame fruit, I just don't like how they're trying to position him past Dragon. It's like, all right, let's control ourselves,
Yeah, I'm
Dragon's still Dragon. He's Garp's son. Let's calm down. You know what I mean?
He
hasn't really shown Luffy's father. You want to relax. Like,
this ain't Luffy's real brother.
Yeah, like everyone they're hyping up this Sabo shit. Like, relax. Sabo, he could still very well get his ass whipped and get kidnapped. You know what I mean? Let's not forget that. This is Sabo we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I play his character in Bird and Blood, but he's trash. I don't like his moves.
Nah, he's just trying to be a wannabe Ace. That's it.
They seem to position him as. I don't like it, but
yeah, he keeping the Fire Fist alive. But yeah, we gonna move past that. We seen Shanks trying to get the One Piece now. Sabo, he became the new Ace, but better version in quotes.
I mean, his bounty's probably gonna be like a 1.5 billion or like 200, where like 100 underneath Luffy's. Like, I think his new
bounty. How much Sabo's bounty was?
I don't know. They haven't shown it yet, but we're probably gonna get it because they did have it. They did have it. They just didn't show it.
I'm just mad about Sabo. Since he was a little kid, he always had that little pipe, and it's like you thought when he get older, he will upgrade that jump. He's still running around with a with a little pipe.
And whooping people with it.
Like I don't know. I just feel like they should have gave him a cooler looking weapon besides this pipe thing.
They tried to give him that dragon claw shit. Ah.
I guess so.
That was actually dope. He broke through the swords, and I don't know. That dragon stuff was cool, but I didn't really like it because it was like, you're not dragon. Stop doing
Yeah,
it.
exactly. I'm
Like, I wanted to see Luffy dad do that and be like, oh, that's why they call him dragon. You know what I mean? He training everybody to do his moves, and now it's less cooler when he does it.
yeah,
He just trying to copy everybody at this point. Then
yeah,
he
but
just can't be his own person.
I think he said, the hell with that. Just to, Otis, I'm not going about to create a whole new character. I'm about to just take a little bit from him. A little bit.
Yeah. True.
True. Take a little bit of Dragon, take a little bit of Ace, put a little sugar spice and everything nice.
He's just trying to make up so much for killing off Ace. Like he knows he's fucked up at that point.
Oh man, that man.
Is that even necessary though? Like you feel like Ace's death was necessary?
No, I don't. I feel like to me, if he would have kept them alive, like I told you before, like this would have been the biggest epic battle between brothers and emperors of the sea. I think that would have been so dope to see Luffy and Ace go toe to toe with Big Mom and Kaido right now. I thought that would have been like the biggest thing for One Piece, but because he killed him off, he's throwing all these little memories here and there, showing how Ace wasn't Wano, like, and then trying to give Sabo his fruit. Like he's really, he messed up. He should have just kept Ace right where he needs to be.
Yeah, and he did bring Sabo in after the 2-year skip. So
yeah, like out of nowhere.
Like, and the whole time, like we never seen him in the past or none of that. At least we saw images of him and Luffy hanging out before that.
Right, exactly.
I was with you guys until a certain couple of weeks ago, and then it hit me like Luffy needed to lose Ace to know like this shit is real. This shit is to know like Luffy was on a record of like beating everybody he got in a ring with, and then when he stepped into that playing field of like going to save Ace, that was the first time we seen everybody had to be like, oh, we gotta protect Luffy. This guy got no business being here right now. Every time an admiral popped up, someone else popped up to fight him. Like, think about it. Every time he was about to get really hurt, someone popped up to fight him and push Luffy on. So to me, it was like Luffy needed to understand that you're still not strong enough. And losing Ace in front of his eyes taught him that he needed to get stronger, especially with the Kuma shit and how Kuma just asses. You know what I mean? I think that just put the nail in the coffin for him.
I feel like they could have had done it a different way.
I mean, Sabo did die apparently when he was younger. They should have just,
Yeah, he lost his memory.
And you never saw Fire Fist in the damn news before?
See, I think it would have been cool if they just switched to death. Like, I think who should have died is Shanks. And I think Shanks, that would have just been, like, still the same feels. Yeah, man, Shanks could have go, man.
I was about to say, like, I feel like once them meet up, that's going to be the end of One Piece. The next time they meet up, that's going to be the end.
That's what I feel too.
What gets me mad is he pulls up every 500 chapters.
Yeah, like he's like hit it here and there.
Barely, they were talking about it like in all anime history. He probably got like close to like 45 minutes of screen time throughout all the episodes of One Piece.
That's crazy.
Like 40 minutes together.
There's some hours in this One Piece for him just to be in there for 45 minutes.
I put in time, brother.
It's crazy. Like he's not in the series that much. So it's like he could have died. He still got that connection with Luffy.
I feel like he's always gonna have the connection regardless. Luffy feels like he owes him everything.
He didn't come in and help in Kaido's situation. So like at what point is Shanks gonna step in? Because it looks like he's just watching at this point. Like,
well, I mean, also you have to remember he did tell Luffy to come back like when he was ready to be better than him. So he probably feels like he's waiting for him,
Well, he said when he was a great pirate, and then this new manga
is a great pirate.
Yeah, that's what they were saying in the new manga is that Luffy's finally a great pirate.
Yeah, like he made it.
And then he was like, oh no, Bart messed up our house. pretty
Yeah,
much.
it
So we
seemed like
can't
he
go.
avoiding him. That's how I took it. It's like he avoiding that. He don't want to deal with Luffy right now.
Yeah, just like Usopp's dad.
Yeah,
He's like,
you
I'm
know,
not ready to see my son. He literally said that. I'm like,
because
nigga,
you think
you
about it,
already seen him.
even that fat guy that's always like eating food and shit. Even he was shocked because I think Lucky Roo, because
Yeah.
when like they showed him like he stopped eating, like he was staring like, what, we're not gonna go see Luffy, like, you know,
Mhm.
and every panel go check it, he's always eating, you know what I mean? So that shocked me that he stopped eating to be like, yo, we're really not gonna see him. It's like everyone expected to go see Luffy, like
That's
at this
because he want
point.
to eat with him.
Yeah, he's a great
Like that boy
pirate.
can eat.
There's nothing more Luffy can do. Like he ranked up. You know what I mean? So so I don't know. I feel like this is just what is Shank's ploy here? What are you waiting out for?
He waited for Luffy to come to him, basically.
I think we're never going to get to meet up, but I think he's going to die before he meets up.
I think they're gonna meet up and they're gonna have, that another epic little battle. You know how
How
most people
Whitebeard
do.
and Gold Roger
With
had it.
disguise.
Yeah, basically. They're gonna have. I feel like they might have their moment too, and I think that would be dope. I mean, it
Yeah, I
makes
think
sense.
and I feel like Shanks is letting on more than he knows because in this
Yeah.
manga they showed a brief scene of them getting the gum gum fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the Navy. They're like, oh, it's just some meaningless fruit. Why are they invading us? And then it just went to the next scene. So I feel like they're going Oda's gonna play off of that.
You were probably going to get a little more insight into that, where they're going to go a little more into detail about what happened that day. Because Who's Who was the one protecting Devil Fruit or looking after it when
Yeah.
all that happened. So, and we already seen Who's Who already in Jinbei fought him, so that's interesting too.
Yeah. But I feel like they'll probably go over that in the new movie, One Piece Red.
Yeah, probably. It's supposed to have some Shank shit in it. I don't know about that movie, but
We'll get to that. Well, we should move past this topic and get on to our next one.
yes, sir.
So I know we all got our own ideas and everything, but who is your underrated character throughout the whole series? Like, who do you mess with the most that ain't on the Straw Hats that you want to see more from?
Underrated. I want to see more of Katakuri.
How do you feel like he's underrated?
I feel like Katakuri's underrated because he had that one fight with Luffy, and he kind of once Luffy understood his strength level and understood how to see into the future, Katakuri pretty much was over in that fight because Luffy already caught wind on how to fight him. And not only that is that once we got past this fight, we haven't seen no more Katakuri. Like it's almost like, all right, back to back to your pile. So I feel like Katakuri is real underrated because we're probably not going to see him anymore. We're probably not going to get into a major arc with him in there. But he deserves to be one of them guys. I think leading his own crew. Like I think he should get off of the Big Mom Pirates. Like I mean, besides the his whole field to protect his family and stuff is like if he would have set out to be his own pirate captain and stuff like that, he could probably set up a better crew and definitely be able to be stronger and do his own thing in the world. Whereas we're not going to see that, and definitely in the story we're not going to see. He's too attached to Big Mom. He's not going to break that up.
I see it. I let that slide. I feel like he's the right strength, and I feel like
Yeah, I feel like he was a pretty cool character on the in the Big Mom's
you
crew.
know because Luffy's the main character, he gotta beat him after this. So like, yeah, I can see it. I can see it because they probably dumbed down his power just so Luffy could win.
And plus, I feel like he was just testing him anyway because they were fighting for a minute,
Yeah,
Yeah, he
just so
was.
he could teach him how to do the
They both
the
was
observation
wounded.
hacking.
They both was wounded. You know what I mean? Katakuri just stabbed himself. Luffy had I think got hit. Something like that.
yeah, it was wild. I'm like, Luffy should have been lost. Like if he didn't escape into the mirrors, he should have lost.
Yeah.
Who you think your is the most underrated, Nisha?
Underrated.
Yeah.
I like who sucks. I like who's my best character.
Who sucks?
Who sucks?
Who you
I mean,
think sucks but should be better?
I definitely feel like Usopp should be a better type of character. He hasn't changed. Like they always make him like this little scary guy. He's always hiding behind people. Like we seen him hiding behind Nami making a voice. Like when are we gonna see this man like step up and
And
be
use
a
his
man?
muscles.
Yeah, like that the 2 years kid comes, he has muscles, little facial hair, but he's still being all scaredy cat and stuff. Like, if you're gonna be a sniper, be a real sniper. He only pops up when he feels like he has to, or like he has to be so scared, and then he has to get a motivational boost in order to do what he has to do. But yeah, definitely feels like he's trash. No, I don't think he's ever gonna grow, and if he does, I don't think I don't know. I don't think he'll change.
I don't think Usopp's trash. I just think he's just not a fighter. Like he fights from a distance.
I mean, he talks a tough game, but it's like when it comes down to it, he's the first one to run.
Constant liar. That's different.
Yeah.
He is the constant liar. That's different. Like that was embedded into his character when he would run through his town saying the pirates are coming. Like
yeah, but at this point, look how long you've been with Luffy and them. Like, yeah, everybody's growing and developing, but he's still shooting out these little plants and stuff. Like, show me something different. Like, do something creative. Like, you've been on the same stuff. Even Nami evolved. Like, everybody's a carrot that's been chilling with the Straw Hat crew. Rabbit, she even evolved with her little minx form. Like, she don't even have to be in her minx form. Like she's that thunder stuff she be using is crazy, and how she just doesn't hesitate, she just goes. So I feel like anybody that's with the Straw Hats, they're gonna grow regardless, and it's not even on purpose because the Straw Hats are always on go. Like, it's like, oh, we're gonna fight this person. It's like back to back to back to back. So every time you're growing no matter what. So that's why I feel like, where's his development at? Like, everybody, even Chopper has grown a little bit, but
Yeah,
Chopper, I let Chopper slide because he's a doctor. He tries. He tries to do what he do. I ain't. Chopper's the only. But like for Usopp, like I don't know, I feel like he should just.
I mean, they didn't really have a lot of more sniping moments like they did in Dressrosa, where they needed him to make a shot, and I feel like that's what's hurting his character. Is he doesn't have any moments.
Yeah, but a sniper could either go from far, or they're like sneak attacks. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, he does that when he crawls to the floor and
when he runs and gets his nose busted.
He's a master hider. You seen him hiding in the last drawing while Nami was getting attacked. He was like,
yeah, he was hiding. He was hiding behind Nami's, who he was hiding behind. And he still got his skull cracked.
He thought about it for a second, like, what would I do? I'm not gonna be useful going in there. You know what I mean? But he still did it. You gotta give him credit. He still went out there and then got a skull cracked.
Nah, I don't. That's just crazy. Like, imagine you getting your skull cracked and you're still like hanging in there. Like,
his nose broken like 5 different places. He lost a tooth.
Usopp's been beat
up. Lost a lot. He probably lost brain cells too. Like, I'm pretty sure everything's messed up in there now.
That man got hit hard and started running away. He said,
she put her hockey on that jump. So imagine, like,
yeah, this man has no hockey.
Yeah,
especially, and then Nami. I thought Nami was done for when she got cracked. I was like,
oh man. I thought Nami was done for it too, but
she was OG. She held it down.
I mean, I think we're seeing that growth from them, and I think Usopp gotta come out next. Like we're gonna have a moment with Usopp.
Yeah,
we'll see. If not, he probably just gonna
that whole toys didn't help you out when he went back for the little people, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not God. I'm not Usopp."
He said, bump this, I'm out. He said, I'm out. He took off on them. And they're just like, keep Usopp, or whatever the hell they call it. Yeah, got Usopp.
He ran back around.
He's like, just keep running. I'm just going to keep running. I don't hear them. I was like, wow. Really?
You're only bringing up the bad. You're like refusing to remember the good.
What good has,
he unlocked his
observation.
Yeah, when he was
that one time.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna go into more of that when they get to the next portion after Wano.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be his arc where they see a bunch of growth between him and Nami.
I mean, he's the last one out of the OGs to get like a Pyra, because Sanji got his, Nami got hers at the same arc. If you think about it, Nami got Zeus, Sanji got the Ray suit. Somewhere in the same arc, they both got their little, bump.
And yeah, Luffy also got that.
Luffy got his little bump.
Yeah,
Zoro got his little bump. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
with the water.
And I think it was just the OGs. Like, I don't think he's gonna give Chopper, Brooke, like, Robin again. Like, you know what I mean? Even though Robin got like a level up in her power, it's just in terms of like an arc or a whole focus. I don't think we're gonna get any of these guys.
Yeah, with Frankie or none of
I just
that.
think it's the OG, the OG four crew with Luffy. I think so. Usopp, I think, is coming up next, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said, we're gonna have to see on that because I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing changing.
Yeah, well, my underrated character is Crocodile. Man, the only reason Luffy beat him is because he was bleeding.
Yeah.
Bleeding profusely. And then, but it's also, they didn't introduce hockey back then.
Right.
So they, like back then when he was in Alabasta, like they were saying he was as strong as Doflamingo, and Doflamingo knew hockey for a minute. So
Yeah.
like, if Crocodile knew fucking hockey, he shouldn't have got hit or hurt by him.
You picked the best one because that was something that Oda talked about. Was what you were talking about, and he
Yeah.
basically said that shit. Like, he regrets putting Crocodile so early in the story because Crocodile, like, Luffy had no business beating him. Basically, like, you know what I mean. It was like, just like you said, he brought up, like, Crocodile's strength is really on par with Dofi, and like he knew that when he was doing it, but not knew it like he knew that later on in the story, and he was like, damn, I should have never put this. This should have never happened. Like, this is gonna throw everything off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a good one. That's a really good one.
I mean, and it really, if it wasn't for Nico Robin saving him, you know what I'm saying?
He would have been dead. And it's like crazy because Crocodile has some crazy power because he can fuse his sand power with water, the freaking molecules in the air. Like that, he can pull water from out the air and create freaking quicksand. Like
Yeah.
this man has different powers that we haven't seen yet. Well, I mean, we've seen it with Luffy turning rubber into fire and stuff, and then
Yeah.
Brook turning death into ice and all that. But like, yeah, so he uses it in a different way. He mixes the water and sand together somehow.
Crocodile and the poison. That
Yeah, the poison too.
real dope character.
Yeah.
Just surprised how easily Luffy was able to take him out. Once he figured out the blood water shit, it was.
It was over with at
It's
that.
like, oh, I'm wet.
At that point, Luffy just seen it as a game. Once he found out about the water, it was over with.
Yeah, for real.
Luffy's always been great at adapting, though. That's his thing. When it comes to a fight, he'll knuckle down and figure it out.
Yeah, he's willing to die about his.
Yeah, that's what I give it to him.
Well, I guess since we got them,
I feel like I should have said Marco as my underrated character.
well, we gonna have another chance next week. Let's get on to the next topic.
All right, what's the next one?
All right. If you could have your own devil fruit, what devil fruit would you have? You can, well, you gotta make your own. Not something from the story. Make your own power up.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Suave might have to go ahead. Let me think about this jump for a second.
All right. I'm thinking like super fruit, but like it'll give you like super serum like abilities. Like, instead of you just being like, so you just fast, strong, be able to like Captain America shit. You know what I mean? Be able to stop cars.
So would it be like Zoan, Paramecian, or Logia type?
I think that would just be Paramecia.
You said a what?
Like a Paramecia.
Sorry, I heard ears flapping. I heard.
Oh my bad, that was blue. I forgot he was in the room with me.
I would say Paramecia because, well, isn't Luffy? What is Luffy? The rubber one, like the his basic one.
His is Paramecian.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like Paramecian because it's more like physical attacks. It has to do with like your stamina, your speed. You know what I mean? But I mean, I didn't want to go too crazy balls to the wall with it. But I figured like a Captain America fruit would be dope. Like if it was red, white, and blue. That would be dope. America,
Oh
like
man,
flag on
you get one power. You gotta think about that power. Uh, shit. Niche, did you come up with one yet?
it.
um, if I was to make a devil fruit, it could probably be like a, call it the flame port. The flame port. So it's like I could teleport, but it's like flames to it in a way.
Oh,
Kind of like I could. I don't know. I could make different little holes and shit, but it's like I guess you could say I could like I don't know. It'd be just a flame type dimension I could just throw you to. It could just be in space or just wherever, but it's just always fire. It is always burn you. But I could teleport anywhere I want to at the same time.
that's dope. I thought it
Okay.
sounded like a Newport at first, but I get
I don't know. I don't know. Made that shit up.
So, so it'd be like a doorway, like the mirror world. Like you walk through it, and and you gotta choose another spot where you created a flame portal.
Yeah, it could be like that, or like kind of how like the Flash could like teleport. Well, not teleport. I guess that's something different.
You
yeah,
run fast.
you mean
Because
like
because he could go like he could kind of time like I guess it's like a time travel type thing. I guess I could just throw you in different
you
dimensions.
go into the Speed Force, so you can
Uh,
travel through like. We talking about time, or you talking about like just teleporting in general?
You said what?
I said you talking about traveling through time, or you talking about just traveling like
No,
teleporting?
no, I'm talking about I could be able to teleport. I was just saying how like the Flash could like go through time, so it would be more like me being able to teleport wherever I could go. I don't know if y'all watched the Umbrella Academy. One of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
kids
yeah,
have
oh yeah,
like the
yeah, yeah.
that teleport
Like Nightcrawler, like.
yeah, like Nightcrawler.
yeah, but it will have like some type of flame with it.
Well, I mean, Nightcrawler, his power is actually every time he teleports, he actually goes into hell and then comes back out.
Yeah, that's
Oh
dope.
well, I'm not trying to go to hell. I'm not trying to go there, but I just feel like I could just throw you any type of dimension, but no matter where the dimension is, I could just always, put you in a. It's just always in fire. Like it doesn't matter where you are, it's just always burning.
Wow.
It's my own type of hell, but not really hell.
A fire dimension, a fire planet.
Yeah, because like it could be a different planet besides Earth, and it probably won't be fire. Maybe it's nice and cold, but I have the power to always make something fire. I could just
Nah,
change
that
everything.
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
Well, for me, mine would be a Logia type. It would be air. I could control the air and
That's
all
a
that
good one.
That'll be dope.
shit.
Like Aang.
Yeah. Nah, not like
The Airbender.
Aang. You know how freaking Ace is like fire? So it'd be like that. You could turn your body into air. Or in a room, I think is how you
All
say
I
it.
see is
So you
like
can just fly.
Nah, like I could create a Rasengan if I wanted to.
I can see is like taking the air out of your lungs.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, that'd be cool.
That's
So
like
kind of
the,
like a robe type thing.
yeah.
A robe.
From no, Rogue from X
That's
Men.
fine.
Like when
Oh,
she touches you, she like kill you or some shit.
she,
She like takes your powers or something.
yeah, she
Right.
takes your life force. She doesn't take the air out of you.
Well, no, I was
You
just
take the
saying
air out
like
your lungs.
it could be in that extent versus like either grabbing it like that or just touching them like no matter where,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
So,
sense.
like every time Luffy goes into Gear 4, I'd be like, "Give me your air."
Just the air, all the smoke and everything around it.
I was thinking with mine is like since you got defense with it, like you're a super soldier, so it's like man, I could take blows just like you could take blows, like you know what I mean. I could give them back just like you could give them. I might not be able to stretch, but you know what I mean. Like stretch is overrated. You know what I mean. I just want to give you a straight right hand, like
Ah, damn! I just thought
But
about
even
it.
with
Mine
the
would be like smokers then if I did fucking air.
well, I mean, if you had
yeah,
air, it'd be cool
yeah.
because you could just use the air around you to make like a fear force and stuff. But it's invisible; you can't really see
You
it
have
because
to
it's
think
made from
you
air.
might be able to be like crocodile, where how do you punch air? Like
Yeah.
how who's trying to get over
Exactly.
the barrier of how to punch sand? How do you? Because even if you wet your hands, you're not gonna be able to punch air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still air. So how you punch air? You got to contain it, I guess.
I mean, air contains
Electric
water, so you can freeze it.
freeze
Oh,
it
right.
or electrocute it, probably.
I mean, that should power me up. Yeah.
Man's trying to be like a god now, be Thor.
Hey, if Inaru didn't come out in Skypedia, I would have chose electricity.
Y'all are like cooler. Mine's is like I'm gonna throw hands at you. Oh,
I'm
You're ready just to fight.
like, she
So
got
I thought we was gonna be creating like two powers together.
that. I mean, that's why we left it creative. It was up to you, whatever you wanted. I was trying not to be too OP with mine. So every time I thought I had a
Oh
cool,
nah, I'm gonna be super OP with mine. I don't care. Like I'm making sure I'm the strongest.
I literally was just trying to think of something out of the box, and I was just like, I'm breathing it.
Air.
Yeah. Or I can create boxes. Ooh, I could box anybody up. Like,
See
you
now
know,
that kind of
Like,
sounds.
like
Well now, so you're basically kind of like a mime in a way,
yeah.
like Mr. Mime, you know. If you think about it.
it would be like Buggy turning into different pieces. Like I could turn into a box.
That's what I was saying. Like you could be buggy. That would be dope.
Well, I mean, so I guess you'd just be like an air body. Like,
It's not
Nah, but it don't buggy got people in that suit with him in that new when they show him. Don't he got someone in that? It's someone's underneath that robe with him.
underneath the robe. What are you talking about?
And when they show Buggy in his new get up and stuff, like he's
That's
talking.
his feet.
That's his feet. No, it's not someone. I thought it was like somebody carrying him. Like he's not that tall.
No, he cut up his body so it's like
Oh.
big and it's floating, so he looks giant. Yeah.
I thought it was like somebody carrying him. I was like, this.
that would be crazy. Like the whole time is like a little buggy inside of, the big buggy.
That's what I thought. I thought someone was carrying him that whole time.
Yeah, nah, it's not his whole body. He only got his hands out and his feet out because,
Right.
like, when his body's in pieces, he can float. So
Okay.
that's why he does it like that.
Mm.
All right. Well, we got our trash.
We did our trash powers.
Now let's get into the
I
juice.
thought mine was pretty cool, but I mean,
That's
I don't know about the air thing.
Yeah, I think it was pretty cool.
The whole box body. And I guess Superman powers.
I feel like that's cheap just saying, like, because Superman powers is like 20 things.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do Superman. That was my original.
But I want to do Super Soldier. It's like, that's still like 3 things.
Like a Captain America.
Yeah, that's like super strength at that point.
Right.
All right, now we're going to get into the juiciness.
Uh-oh.
We're going to have to create our own idea of who's going to win in Whitebeard versus Kaido.
Ooh.
Hmm.
All right, who wants to start this one off?
I think Whitebeard. I think Whitebeard could beat Kaido. And I mean, Kaido seems like he's pretty strong, but he's only has like the dragon form. He only has but so many powers. Where you have Whitebeard, who could just bend the dimension and like that. That's pretty much all you need.
Bend the dimension. I mean,
Like, can't he just he could just bend like the forces around him?
like make shockwaves. He like makes
That's
earthquakes.
shockwaves. I thought. I mean, he could just pull the air and just like I don't know, like.
Yeah, he's creating shockwaves by doing that. I think that's
Yeah.
that's what his fruit does. But yeah, they show him pulling the air and whatnot or hitting it.
It's just like because I think when they went to go save Ace, it was just like he was pulling everything towards him at one point. So I just figured that he's able just to pull
No,
everything.
it did kind of look like that, like he was breaking through dimension. I get what you were saying.
Yeah, like he was just like kind of cracking everything around
That
him.
might be a special power we don't know about. Hey, okay, I see.
Yeah, as I was saying, like in that part, it was just crazy how he was just destroying everything. I don't know, it was like everything was gravitating to him. Like how Law has his little room thing. I
Yeah.
guess that's Whitebeard's type thing. I guess he could only create it so far where he could just pull a certain a distance and he could just bring stuff towards him.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think he would be able to beat
You think he
Kaido.
would Be Kaido. We got JP.
Mm,
Kaido Whitebeard.
I'd say Whitebeard too,
Oh.
because and why you say like that?
No, interesting.
Yeah. I would say Whitebeard because he's the strongest human, the strongest man, and then Kaido is the strongest pirate. So
Is the strongest pirate or the strongest beast?
beast, I guess. I forgot what
Oh.
they said, but they say he could never die and all that. But in the fight, you see that when Law pierces him and shocks him,
Mm-hmm.
like shocking hurts him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like she said, he could hit him with a shockwave punch with hockey behind it. It's
Right.
like he's gonna shock the
Do
inside.
some damage.
Yeah, he's gonna do some damage to the insides of his body and all that stuff.
But the thing is, Law was able to actually get up in there because of his devil fruit. Like you think, hey, I think
Oh,
about
yeah.
what
Nah,
would
Law
be able to get it.
went like this. He just touched the skin and was like, shh.
Yeah, but like with his powers, he could really get to right to where his heart is at. You know, he's in the inside of him, and you know with his
Surgeon when
ability.
he's doing that.
Huh?
See, I said Law's like a surgeon when he's doing that. Like that reminds
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
You know how
Oh yeah, he was looking for his heart. He was
like
like,
that,
He
that's
was
what that
like,
remind me of.
he said,
I don't know the anatomy of a dragon, but
Uh-huh.
yeah.
he said, I think your heart is right here, and then like he just stuck. I don't know, like he just stuck his arms in there, but it was really
Yeah.
like his devil fruit, and
Right.
it hit him right directly in his heart.
Yeah, that's true.
And talk through his chest. I got Kaido. Right, that's why I was so shocked. Everyone was going Whitebeard. No, I think Kaido because Whitebeard had his chance to go at Kaido, and it was when he took over Wano, and Whitebeard ain't do it. You know what I mean? And you got that in the Ace flashback when Ace wanted to go up there and deal with Kaido himself, and then he got told no, it's going to be too many problems. And if you look at that in that scene, Whitebeard was already old, and I looked at it like when we saw Whitebeard attack Marineford to get Ace. He would remember. Well, matter of fact, when we first seen him with Shanks, he had that breathing mask on.
Mm-hmm.
Who you talking about?
Whitebeard.
Well, I feel like also Whitebeard.
Oh, you're right.
Whitebeard had was also a part of the big three on the Rocks Pirates.
Yeah.
So I feel like he didn't want to attack Kaido because of that. But also they found out years after what's his face died. Come on, y'all know that Odin. After Odin died, yeah, we found out like 5-10 years later after that. And like you said, Whitebeard was already hurting and all that. But
yeah, he was.
See, my whole thing is I just think it's not going to go the way we think because the longer this fight takes, Whitebeard's getting older. Kaido's obviously younger than Whitebeard.
Yeah.
And it's just like we seen Whitebeard. It took a couple people to take him down, but once you pierce through Whitebeard, you got him. And Kaido, it took like they still have.
So how many times Blackbeard shot him up and he was still like, nah.
Yeah,
like,
big old hole in his chest too.
Yeah, like dog, your heart is gone.
Everything was gone, and he's still like.
You're right. But I just think Kaido will be the last man standing on this situation. If you talking about just swing for swing, who's gonna put in that last kill shot? Even if they both get damaged like that, they can still stay swinging at each other. These are two gigantic characters. You know what I mean? They both probably the same height. They both probably gonna match up well. But Kaido's gonna have to go into his Dragon Man beast form. And I just think when he starts changing to these different forms, he's going to give Whitebeard some problems. When he turns into the dragon, he's going to give Whitebeard problems. Like, he gives her problems. I mean, I think Whitebeard, I seen a picture of Whitebeard holding Kaido's face. I could see that happening. Like, when I look at this, I try to think about how would it happen in real life. So I could see all that. But I just think the thing that Kaido got over him is that he could turn that dragon into a human form as well and have that dragon armor protecting him while he's still able to throw blows.
And that's why I mean, like, we didn't even get to see a chance of a Whitebeard using hockey ever. And like,
we haven't seen Whitebeard Awakening.
Dog, exactly. I'm like, if he could shake the whole ocean, the air, dog, like imagine Kaido was flying in the air. He's like, doom. He's like, oh, I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah, he could really twist him in a knot if he wanted to. Like,
yeah.
I can really see that happening though, but that's some real stuff right there for real.
Like I think it would be a good fight.
No,
Like
I feel like it would last for a minute, like how the
Roger
I knew, and
no
and Whitebeard.
what's some giants called that Usopp was
Oh,
cool with?
Elbath Giants.
yeah,
Yeah, them. I feel like it would be a fight like that, like just
yeah.
to the death.
I mean, it's something that Oda should definitely do. Like, I feel like once the One Piece is done, he should definitely just do random one-on-one battles and like give us what we wanted, who would win in certain situations. Because those would be nice ways to make a little income on the side, and he could definitely do this.
But that's also a good question. Were we doing Whitebeard and Kaido in their prime each, or just like?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that too. Are they like young, or are we doing it when they're like, you know?
I was taking it like you take them both where they're at right now before Whitebeard died and shit. But if you want to do it while they're young and shit, I mean, it changes the whole scenario now.
I feel like we
And
should
that's how I
just
was
do
basing
it
it off.
from.
Because
Yeah,
if they're in their prime, that's more of a stalemate right there. Because Kaido armor ain't gonna mean shit if Whitebeard's in his prime.
I feel like Kaido's in his prime right now too.
Yeah, no, me too.
Yeah, all of them are right now. Between like Big Mom, Kaido, Luffy, like this is it for them.
I don't know about
Kaido
Big
got
Mom.
a couple moves that are like
You
overrated.
know, I don't know. I don't know. Out of all the enemies, I think Big Mom is like just a crazy
I
Luffy in a
hate
way.
her the most. I'm just like, she's so annoying. I think it's because of the
To me,
candy.
she
I
just
can't eat candy. I'm too old for candy now. Like, how she
she's just fat and always hungry, but she's so strong in a way. Like you could knock her around, she's just like, oh yes, life or death. Like
I don't like how he jumps between joke and then she's overpowered. Joke and then like that's my biggest like I don't know, like how do you expect me to take this serious? You know what I mean? Like
yeah, but that's like the whole, you know.
But it's like I can never take her serious. So that's what I'm saying. As a villain, I don't take her serious. Like even when
Yeah, but nobody really takes Luffy serious either like that.
That's true. That's true.
But Luffy
It's kind of the same thing.
Luffy know when to get serious though. Luffy when he's trading them blows, he ain't joking around. You know what I mean? When he's talking about I'm gonna die here on this planet, he ain't joking.
Yeah, but that's how strong Big Mama is. She don't give a fuck.
I mean, I just
You
think that's
keep going at her, and she just like, you know, she'll take a little nap. Like Luffy gotta take a little nap sometimes. She gotta take a little nap, and then you know.
Wake me up in 1 minute.
I need 1 minute.
randomly, he just take a different nap to recharge. But nah,
Yeah,
Big
like,
Mom
what?
has her moments. But I mean, we've seen her get knocked off, so that's the whole main thing. We've seen her get her comeuppance now. So now it's where does she go from here? Because I feel like her character is going to pop up more. Well, not more, but I feel like it could potentially come up in their next destination. It would make sense to get her another little background story of what happened with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Well,
could get something like that.
well, I think it's time to move on to the last subject of the night. So,
Wah, wah, wah.
My bad.
What it is.
I feel like I had to say that.
how do y'all feel about Awakenings? Do you think they're overrated?
Overrated, man. I've been
Think they're
dying to get
overrated?
this topic. Over fucking rated, man. Listen, you had me believing the whole time I'm watching One Piece. Yo, this is where it's at. The devil fruits, the powers. This is where it's at. And then
they add an extra step.
And then 11 seasons into this, John, you want me to believe, right? We're talking about 600 episodes, 700 episodes, seasons. Then we find out hockey. You know what I mean? No, we found it out with Rayleigh, but we didn't know how cool it was or how useful it was until we really got into, for me, it was like we really got into Wano where Luffy was like, all right, I got to start coating my shit and fighting. And it's like, oh, you know, you could do that? You could coat and then use it. Okay. And then you found out Roger didn't, you know, have a devil fruit. He just had hockey. And I've been waiting the whole series to find out what did Roger eat. Like, to me, it was like I was waiting for that. I thought he ate something special, some type of fruit.
Like, nah, I just have good hands.
To me, once they said Roger's the master hockey, it was like, we don't need devil fruits. Just don't need them. Like at this point, my man could fight anybody. Yo, he fought Rocks the Beck. Roger's not a slunk. Roger fought people with devil fruits.
Yeah, it was Roger and Guard.
Yeah, that is true.
Beat them solely.
That is true. He needed Guard. But
I mean, but they both only had hockey. They don't have any
that's
devil
what I mean.
fruit.
Like, so to me, it's like You easily just right there told me that it don't matter how strong you are as a devil fruit user. If you fighting people that got hockey and know how to quote they shit and know how to do all these things, it's a wrap for you. It don't matter as long as you got enough of those people that can use hockey, you be alright.
Hmm. How you feel about Awakenings, D?
Um, I think they're pretty cool, but I do feel you on the whole hockey thing. But they did kind of just throw it out there, but I feel like they had to because at the end of the day, this is a pirate crew. They're on an adventure. We're on an adventure with them. We're seeing their growth. So I mean, it kind of makes sense in how they just threw the hockey out there because it's like, oh man, I didn't know. Nobody taught me about this. They don't know shit. He just went on a boat and said, I'm going to be a pirate one day. So nobody told him, hey, when you're a pirate, you got to do this. He just took a little boat and, and went out. But, nah, I mean, I don't think they're really overrated. I don't think they are. I think they're pretty decent, and I think if you practice your craft hard enough, it could be a potential where you could probably keep up with the hockey, even though hockey is kind of OP. But
Hockey's very OP.
Yeah, like a mug.
yeah, but again, I feel like if you're able to practice it, but it is a plus if you're able to have both of them. If you can master like how Luffy has his devil fruit and he has hockey too. So I guess it just depends on how you're saying if it's overrated or not.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Just
I
need
feel I feel like depending on the fruit, it's overrated because the Zoan type fruits, like their awakening is like Kaido going into dragon form. That's his awakening. And I'm like, but they can do that naturally. But Chopper turning into giant form, that's his awakening. So I'm like, at some point, that awakening comes like that. But I'm like, Luffy's awakenings, you always see how much drawback it comes with. And it's like, out of all the awakenings, his is the worst. Because it, like, kills him.
hmm take
And
life force all the time.
yeah, like
Yeah.
over time. So it's just like he's dying over time. So I'm like, but everybody else's, it just comes simple like that and everything. And once they get to it, they can use it pretty much any time.
Yeah, just kind of instantly. But like I said, if they actually practice the craft, like who knows where they could actually take their
Yeah.
awakening to? Their
Yeah.
awakening could be more stronger. But I mean, if they're just,
I
I'm just
mean,
a devil
you,
fruit
you can take
user.
that
I'm just
both
gonna
ways.
practice what I'm gonna practice.
Well, I guess I'll say Zoan awakenings are overrated then.
Yeah.
Paramecian, those are dope because they change the world around them. Like Dofi or freaking Katakuri. They like he changed the world
Okay.
into Mochi and then Dofi turned it into string
Oh,
Hmm.
like
world.
his own little bird cage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, not the birdcage. He turned like literally the buildings into string
Everything
and
into
attacked Luffy with it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like the Paramecian ones are dope. I still want to see if they're going to give Logia an awakening because we haven't seen Logia awakening. So that's like the fire, ice, like the elemental stuff.
And he saved that out because those are, if you notice, right? If you notice, those powers are usually with the admirals.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like literally when I looked it up online, there's only like 10 or less people that have a Logia fruit that they've showed throughout the show so far.
And they are adding a couple more admirals. We've seen a couple new ones in the latest manga and shit. So I think he's doing that because he knows he gotta beef it up for when this war come. Like this
Actually,
happened.
Inaru, the electric, the god of Skypedia, I feel like his actual awakening was when he turned into that giant lightning sumo guy. That might be it.
That might
I
be.
almost forgot about that.
I almost forgot about that too. That might be it.
I don't know. Maybe that's just another form. Yeah, that might be an awakening. They showed it too early. That might have been another crocodile instant. He showed it too early.
Yeah, that too. Maybe Skypea should have waited. There's a
Nah,
lot of things that probably should have just waited.
yeah,
Of nuggets in there. Skypea was an arc that was like we should have never passed. Like I should have did more digging into that.
yeah. I was like, it went by like that in a snap.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
it didn't last as long. Like how Wano is. Like as we got further
Hmm.
into the anime.
mhm.
But they also introduced Blackbeard that early too.
And they let Blackbeard sit with you. They never really. They slowly develop
Blackbeard is always in the cut, and he's kind of like a Shanks, you know, like he just kind of shows up and he just pops up whenever he wants to.
All
I
the
feel like he popped up more than Shanks.
no,
Yeah, but he only pops up just to talk, you know. But you could just kind of tell he's behind the scenes
yo,
planning. You got Luffy out here fighting and shit. He just
like he
plotting.
do more than just talk. He put his hands on people. Like,
Mhm.
Oh no, I ain't saying he's not strong or nothing. I'm just saying like how they have him. Like he's just like he pops
I'm
up
just
here and
saying
then we don't hear him.
more than Shanks. I don't think we've even seen Shanks go up and fight somebody besides stopping a Kainu from punching
Yeah.
who was he gonna kill? Kobe. And that was like the one moment we seen Shanks look at him like, "Do you really want to do this?"
I
You
guess
see,
Shanks probably feel like he don't have to do too much.
man, fuck Shanks.
Yeah, I'm like they hype Shanks so much. I'm like,
They kind
man.
of make him like that cool,
I feel
kind
like
of like the quarterback of the team, basically. You know, like the jock. Like he don't care.
I get some weird like character switch vibes from Shanks. Like I feel like that switched about the turn. Like something in that One Piece. I want to catch that shit. Like something's with that shit. Like
Yeah, they're gonna be like whole time he's the villain at the end.
yeah, like I don't want to. I don't want to go with that because that's so corny. But it's like there's just something about like this switch up in Shanks. Like I want to see where this shit is going because if they go in that direction, I'm gonna be mad as shit. But
And
I
it's like Shanks knows everything at the end. I feel like that's how.
yeah. Oh my god, that would be something.
I mean, if you think about it, it probably makes sense since he's been there the longest. Because I mean, he's been there with Roger's crew and stuff. You know, he's seen everything basically.
He didn't sail to the One Piece though. Him and Buggy stood behind. If you remember, Buggy got sick.
Oh, that is right.
We'll go together. You know what I mean? When we get older, so he doesn't.
But I mean, he's still you know experienced it a lot too.
I think
So
he found Odin's journal or someone's journal that like told him what the poneglyphs are, or because someone was keeping track of all of this shit, right? Of where they were. I think it was Odin. I was keeping track of everything that they were finding. Everything.
yeah,
I just
he wrote everything in a notebook.
Got that, and maybe that, or maybe if he doesn't got it, maybe he read it. Maybe he was able to get his hands on something like that. And
Who knows? We don't know. Maybe Shanks came to Wano and met Yamato, and Yamato showed him the book.
see, I don't know. I don't think Shanks has pulled up. I just think that maybe Shanks knows where the One Piece is. I'm not saying he knows what it is. I just think he knows, like.
Yeah, because
he's saying like he probably found his book. So if he ever did read his book, like if he ever went to the land of Wano, what if he got, you know, as he got older, you know, what if he got with Yamato? Maybe they met up somehow and they showed him the book, like how he showed Luffy.
what if Shanks whole time has the last red poneglyph and because of that, he read it. It was like, oh, I know where the last island is. That's why. In the most freaking recent manga, he was like, oh. I think it's time to go claim the One Piece. He didn't say find it. He said go claim it. Like he already knew where it was.
Think about, I mean, who's got these? Don't Luffy got three of the right? 3 of the 4.
Yeah, 3 now.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the again. So if you're saying it's time for us to go after the One Piece, what are you avoiding Luffy for? If you really want to go after the One Piece, you gotta go through Luffy. He got 3 of them.
Well, I guess that's where we came back to the question from earlier. That's where they're gonna fight.
Yeah. I want to.
That's why I think there's gonna be a good epic battle between both of them. I don't know, like that could be it, but I don't know how. I just know that has to happen.
And Beckman versus Zoro, I want 1-on-1. You know what I mean? Your weakest crew member to your strongest crew member. You know what I mean? Like straight. I want Frank. I want to see all of them fighting one of these people, and they can do rounds. I mean, it's just interesting to me. Like I think these are the 2 strongest. I don't want to say strongest crews, because we haven't really got into Shanks' crew all that much, but I just think Shanks' crew's got to be strong, got to be on the OP level. You know what I mean? Ben Beckman's cool, the Fat Bull's cool. You know what I mean? Yasopp, I'm assuming, is cool, but I would love to see Usopp get that moment of beating his dad in something.
That would be dope. It's like, how come we never?
Like, that's what I really want. Is them little moments. Like, that would be dope. Seeing Usopp getting his feelings. Like, I feel like that.
He always gets in his feelings, so that's nothing new.
But I can also see him being like, Dad, oh my God, you know, Mom died. Like I can also see him just like all that shit going through his head. Like you supposed to be angry.
Like, yeah, I know.
Like, you know what I mean?
I don't think he was too honest. He probably won't say anything. He'll probably just hide from him. I wonder what's the greatest moment, the best moment to talk to him. You know, like just be hiding and creeping and stuff.
I don't want to even. That's so.
I'm so serious. Like I can see him doing that.
Jesus, that's a.
Like that's his character. He's always hiding behind somebody. Like he was hiding behind Nami and talking. Like
because them people are scary. That's his dad. He's not like his dad is a
like,
punk.
I
Like,
can see him putting the mask on and like sniping little notes to him. Is like, I know where your son is
I'm
at.
so geeking.
Your son is not too far from you.
yo,
Just tossing little notes to him.
I don't know. That Davy back fight sound cool. Having everyone fight each other.
Yeah.
I want to see Foxy come back too. Speaking of
I
Foxy.
don't. I hate him.
Foxy. That was
The filler episodes.
yeah. I know you talk about.
It's just so stupid.
So, I just went recently and watched them Johns. Like I have never watched them Johns. Right. Every time I watched it, I always skip them Johns. So I just went back on Netflix because they had it, and I was telling Niche, I was like, I'm just gonna watch this. Sometimes I go back and watch certain. Oh my god! I was like, what am I watching? Like I was like, there's a reason why I skipped this. Like this is like a Tom and Jerry mix, and Fox that strong. Like you know who Luffy is? That's the main character. Oda. Like why are you making this fight so dragged out? Like Luffy should have 1, 2, 3 this guy. Like
he was
like Luffy should have just looked into his eyes and hit the Conqueror's Haki, and Foxy would have fell to the ground.
Yeah,
that
but
fight, like.
But you know what kind of character Luffy is. He always wants to play around. Like
yeah, exactly. He wants to have fun. That's his whole thing. Is the journey.
And then wasn't it that they were playing for somebody's a crewmate or something?
Yeah, it was. If you lose, you can't get your crewmates back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. So of course, Luffy was gonna fight for that, and then he basically took it as like we got to keep playing. Like he likes games.
Yeah,
I mean, he's like, oh, this is gonna be the last one. They were like, why did you agree?
He just kept on going, kept doubling it up.
I mean, and it was before the whole like hockey ship was really,
popping.
Popping. Because I feel like definitely now if that happens, I think we would see the hockey be used.
Oh yeah, of course. But like I said, this is a pirate crew, and it's all about growth and development in the characters. So we're gonna have to see those little silly moments in the beginning to basically where they're at right now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because this hockey is just when Luffy and Kaido came together, I was like, oh man, this is crazy.
They did bring the Foxy Pirates back in the One Piece Rampage movie.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't watch that one.
I knew they popped up somewhere. I was thinking, I'm like, I know it hasn't been long since I've seen Foxy people.
Yeah.
But that was one of those things when I was rewatching. I was like, if Luffy ever has to call his what is that shit called? Those the Grand Fleet. I feel like pirates, like even though they haven't been officially member, I just think they're one of those type of people that will pull up to that situation. Like, and
that's why they won't hesitate at all.
Foxy dumbass pulling out his boxing gloves and shit. Like I want to see him pull it up.
I mean, I think that was dope too. We got to see Luffy in a little afro, with the boxing. I think that's like one of the coolest moments with Luffy.
They got that for him in One Piece Burning Blood too.
Did they?
Yeah, that's always funny. Luffy is in his boxing with the fro. I was like, oh
that's crazy.
Afro, he liked that.
Like a trend, you know what I mean? And the way Usopp was training him up, like believe in the Afro, Luffy.
Yeah, that was funny. See, that's the version of Usopp I like.
He was like Afro power. Yo, that shit was hilarious. And then Luffy had the piece of glass stuck in his Afro and shit. That's how he beat him at the end. I was like, what the hell? Like that came out of the blue. Where did he just grab that shit from?
Yeah, they say you can keep anything in the Afro,
Yeah, that's exactly what they said. So you can hide anything in the Afro.
When I used to have my Afro, I used to just stick pencils in there. I would completely forget where my pencil was.
So I think there was a moment where like glass or something fell, so it could have just got stuck in there.
Yeah.
But it was dope how they did that little Foxy thing, and it made me think like I should go back and rewatch some of these things that I like skip past before. The little.
Yeah, I think once I catch up on these next couple episodes I gotta watch, I think I'm gonna go back and watch some of the dub and just just catch up on all the old stuff.
I did that today. I watched a little bit of the Law origin with Doflamingo.
Oh man, I love going back and looking at their origins. I watched the Luffy, Ace, and Sabo origins a lot.
Yeah, I feel like that's the best. Is like when you can go back and like look at the origins, especially now. Like,
Makes
I mean,
me
I know you don't. I know you like your sub, but especially when I don't have to read it, I could just hear it and do what I'm doing, and come back to it and pay attention like on the key points of what I really wanted to get into. Like the Doflamingo, the Law, all that shit is long shit. See, I mean, sometimes I walk off, use the bathroom, come back, but at least I'm able to hear and know exactly what's going on.
True.
And like even now, I found out shit that I didn't even know, like Corazon's devil fruit and how that shit worked. I was thinking about like, oh shit, yeah. So that's what he was talking about, and he created the barrier. Like, oh yeah, like so, like little shit like that was like.
What?
I had forgot he even had
a barrier fruit.
He had the silent fruit. So basically,
he holds his
very yeah.
You didn't know that. You didn't know he could do that. That was actually a good poem to you too.
He had that.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I forgot that shit too until I went back and watched the dub, and I was like, oh yeah, he did.
I remember.
He basically could creep around, like a silent ninja. Basically, can't hear him.
And Sanji wanted that because he wanted to creep on them women.
Yeah. And now he kind of already got it with his raid suit. You know what I mean?
Sanji wanted the invisible fruit. That's what it was.
That was the one that the Tiger Man ate.
Yeah, that's the one that he wanted.
Remember, they killed that dude, and they gave it to someone on Blackbeard's crew. I can't remember who, but one of them got that fruit.
Yeah, they did kill him.
One of his crewmates got that.
But I remember him fighting him. He was like, "I'm so mad at you because there's one devil fruit that I want, and you have it." And then it showed like how he wants to see the females and stuff.
You remember that zombie dude from the Zombie Park arc? That he used to be a Yonko too, and Luffy beat him in the beginning.
The vampire guy?
Yeah, the vampire guy with the long hair. Like that.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
I think he got killed too by Blackbeard because you remember he pulls up on Blackbeard's people looking for his crewmate, which got killed.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
They were leading up to it. He was getting
and then they tricked him with the other devil fruit guy.
Then we find out that Blackbeard's got a mysterious new member of the crew. That's why I'm like, let's not count out that is that dude because he did, they did show him on Blackbeard's territory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting attacked, getting jumped. He was trying to flee for his life, but it's like I don't think he made it out of that. And Blackbeard's collecting devil fruits, and they thought his devil fruit was interesting. So it even adds.
I think that happened like in the early 900 episodes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch that. This is why
I'm like shit.
You don't remember that?
I'm gonna have to go back. Well, I think this is a good time to wrap because I need to watch the new episode that came out today. I know I'm tripping.
All right, yeah, that makes sense.
You just tapped in with JP.
Suave niche. Hey.
And merch is coming soon. If y'all want this shirt, just message us in the comments. I'll get it made and all that. Let me know what y'all want so I know.
You should stand up a little bit. Show the people what you're working with.
Yeah, show them that masterpiece.
I
just made this like 5 minutes before we even started this too. So.
Oh yeah. Got plenty of One Piece gear coming through.
Yeah, this is Luffy's new wanted poster. I'm going to be making more wanted posters. Just let us know what you want in the comments, and we're going to get it to you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Till next time, guys. Peace.